You're the lily of the valley. Sweet Jesus, you're the bright and morning. Before I continue with tonight's topic where we left yesterday, I feel just to share as brief information, especially with the male. I'm a male and always I'm concerned about us. I remember we said earlier in our program that male is the foundation of the family. And we say responsibility of leadership is given unto the male. The Bible tells us that the male is the head of the female. That we say the husband is the end of the wife, as the way Christ is the hand of the church. And the hand of Christ is God. So the hand of man, the end of the wife is the husband. Hand means the leader. And once you become a leader, there are responsibilities that are vested on your shoulders as a leader. Man is meant to carry bigger loads than the woman. The woman is coming to help. So when a man moves out of the equation, it means the woman will be overwhelmed by whatever happens. And I want to speak this to you, especially the male. The women are getting overwhelmed by the burdens they are carrying about the family. Because the man has moved away. There are some families, as I speak now, the big supporter of that family is the woman. The woman is the one that is carrying all the loans. How the children will go to school, the woman. How the house rents are going to be paid, the woman. How this relationship is going to move on, the woman. The man has very little to do in that setup, or he has nothing at all to do. When even the children come to him for help, he says, go and talk to your mother. And when they are out of school because of school fees, go and talk to your mother. When the house rent is demanded, go and talk to the mother. Therefore, these children get lost. Even when other things have happened, they get lost. Where is the male? Where is the male who is the foundation? We are getting lost. Now, I want you to understand now, the foundation is very important in our building. If foundation is not right, then the whole building cannot stand. What is the purpose of the foundation? It is to carry the weight of the building. That is the foundation.
Yeah.
It carries the weight of the building. And if the foundation cannot bear the weight of the building, what happens to the building? The building collapses. So the man is to bear the weight. Carry the woman, carry the children. The man is to bear the weight. So you carry the weight. You carry the woman, you carry the man. Yeah. That's why even the woman, when you carry her around, she feels you are very romantic. She means that. You carry around. And she feels good. And that's nice to her. Because the man is to carry. You are supposed to do that. Now, I want to speak to you, my fellow men. And I want you to get this very right. The foundation is very important, but it is not sin. I come again. The foundation is very important, but it's not sin.
That's right.
The foundation of the building where we are now is important, but we are not seeing it. It is buried. The foundation is buried. We don't see it. We are seeing the building, but we are not seeing the foundation. So the foundation is buried. We don't see it. So sometimes, men, you may do a lot and you are not recognized. You may do a lot, but no one notices you. In fact, to some extent, you are not supposed even to be noticed. Because you are the foundation. So this is what the men are saying. I can't continue with this responsibility because nobody recognizes me. I can't continue paying these bills because nobody appreciates me. I can't continue with these children. They don't even appreciate me. I cannot continue helping this wife because it does not appreciate me. Be real. Be real. Sometimes they may appear like they are not appreciative, but I want to tell you, time is coming when they start to see the value. Why are we standing? There is somebody who is very key, has played a role in our lives, and has made us what I am now. Somebody very key. That is the foundation. As we see here, we understand it is the foundation that is playing a very big part in the standing of the building where we are. And once we know the foundation is sure, we don't have anything to worry about. And this is what a marriage is about. If we are sure that the foundation is stable and it is working, we have no worry. So the man, you need to take worry away from the woman. And you have to take worry away from the children. That children can relax. Man, because you are in control, the children can relax. The children can relax and the mother can relax knowing you are in control. But if the foundation is not ready to carry the weight, that means the building will not be able to stand. Men, we were created by God to carry weight. We are created by God to carry loans. We have the stamina. We have what it takes to carry it. But women are not wired for that. So when we leave them alone to struggle and try to lift weights that is not ordained for them, they will struggle. And that is what the devil wants. The devil wants the foundation to be destroyed. Always he fights the foundation. Always the enemy fights the foundation. Always the enemy is against the foundation. To rise as people, as men, and know that we are the foundation and resist the forces of the enemy that may try to fight us and try to bring us down. Amen. So that we will continue to be established and we continue to do that which we are supposed to do as people of God, as men given a responsibility. When we understand that, then all the problems we have about in marriage are going to be solved. And I see myself, it doesn't matter how much the female will be committed. It doesn't matter how much the wife will try to look for solution and try to understand the way to solve out the problems that are around the marriage. It doesn't matter how much boundaries and how many times she stands and says, this is the rule of the game. It doesn't matter how many times she stands and says, this is how our marriage is supposed to be done. It doesn't matter how this is what we need to protect. These are the people who are not supposed to intrude. As long as the man does not arise and do his duty, it will not work much. I want to say this. The man is the king, and you are the one to enforce the rules. It doesn't matter how many times you sit in a marriage and write a constitution that marriage and say, this is what we want. This is what we want our marriage to be like. This is the way we want to follow. If the man is not committed, he has no goodwill. He has no goodwill to do that. I want to tell you, the end result shall be frustration. So the man must show the goodwill that I am willing to support this. I am willing to go on with this kind of arrangement. I am willing to support this which we have agreed. And then the woman will be there to support you and to help you. So it doesn't matter how many times a woman wants things to go right in that relationship. If the man is not ready, I want to tell you for sure, the woman can do very little. I say for sure, this is true. Yeah. The woman can do very little. But as I speak now, how many men are willing to go out there and look for solution of their life? How many men are right to look for answers of the questions that are being asked in marriage? How many men are to seek for solutions that are of the problems that are affecting their marriage? Very few. Many women are now left to nag their husband. Everything, even that which is obvious, that a man is supposed to do this, even something that is very obvious, a man is supposed to stand up and do this. The woman is every time nagging us. Do this. My dear, my darling, she has used every language to make you wake up, to make you do a thing that is very simple. Leadership of what we are supposed to lead in a marriage. But what is happening? It is not really going the way it is supposed to go. So, my dear viewers, if you are a man and getting this information, please let us understand now. In every topic we discuss, in everything we share, the man is a very important player in this area. If this marriage is going to work, the woman will do very little. That's why the command is not given to the woman. The command is not a woman shall leave his father and mother. The command is a man. So you are the initiate. For you to, it's a man who decides a lot if you're going to become one flesh or not. This decision is basically on the side of the man more than the side of the woman. It's the man who is going to decide. A man shall leave his father and mother and shall be and shall cleave to the wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Now it's the man. If the man does not leave, even if the woman leaves, this will not work. It will become difficult. Yeah. It will become a very tough time. Why are we failing in marriage? I want to take for sure 100%. Men are blaming women. 100%. And say, my wife is a bad woman. I married the wrong person. If I married the right person, I would have done that. But I want to say this. The woman is not the dresser. It's not the one who was told dress. It is the man who was told dress. It is not the woman who was told to teach. It is the man who was told to teach.
That's right.
It is not the woman who was told protect. It is the man who was told protect. So all responsibilities are given to man. And man, you are able to shape the woman and make her what you want. You are to add value to that person and make her become what you want her to become. So as we continue discussing about the boundaries, men, you are supposed to show the goodwill that I am willing for this. I am ready to follow this. I am ready for this. I am ready for this. And when you do that, I want to say for sure, you're going to enjoy and you're going to have a very good marriage. Foundation must respond to this. And when we do this, I want to say we are going to enjoy. Maybe you have something to add on that as we continue.
Yeah, I just want to encourage men because there's something very important that you have said. That men are foundation. And of course, when even you're laying the foundation of a building, the stones or the stones that are used, especially to set the foundation, are not like the stones that are used to bring up the walls. The stones of the foundation are stronger stones, so that they will be able to carry the weight of that building. And any building is determined by the strength of the foundation, meaning that every marriage is determined by the strength of the foundation, and this foundation is man. So if a man grows weak, if a man runs away from challenges, If a man feels that I cannot continue anymore, especially when it comes to the responsibilities and the things that he's supposed to execute, he feels that this has become too much. In other words, this man is saying, I can't hold this weight. I am not strong enough for this. And that is something that has weakened many families, because the moment a man feels that this woman has become too much. These things,
I can't carry this load.
I can't carry this load. The man fails to understand that it is by the divine will of God that he is supposed to be that foundation. And he feels that now this has become too much for me when it comes to children, when it comes to other things, and he becomes weak from within. And of course, there's something that you have been saying here. A man who has not been fathered. In other words, a man who has not been put in a foundation. I can remember the programs that we are doing, especially concerning the teens, the teenagers. One woman, she testified and she told me, I'm so excited because of my son. My son attended the program. And my boy was very happy. I saw the excitement of my boy, and I wanted to know what they were taught. The boy told the mother, what I received today, even my own father has never taught me. What I had today, even my father has never taught me. So the woman wanted to know, tell me, he told the mother, I cannot tell you. These are the things of men. I can share with my father who has never spoken to me. If my father wants, he will share with you. So this is just a boy who is growing without a foundation. And now you can see if this boy just grows, he matures and he reaches the level of having a family without a firm foundation. He will not be able to handle the storms. And this is what is making many men. They want marriages. They want good and happy marriages. But the storms of marriages, they are unable to bear. And when the storms comes, now women become casualties. Because if these men cannot bear, the victims are their wives. So there are men who are not giving their wives a good time. A woman wants even to submit. And of course, some women, to be sincere, they have tried their level best. But even if a woman tries her level best, she cannot become a foundation. She can't. She can't bear some things.
Because she is not wired for
She is not wired for heavy loads. Even when it comes to mind, when it comes to some things, there are things that a woman, she cannot bear. She will try, but she cannot be able to carry that kind of weight.
It doesn't matter what they call her. Even if they call her Iron Lady or whatever they call her.
Yes. So this is a challenge that must be addressed. I think men should take that courage and hold the bull with its horns, even though there are some things maybe they never knew. They seek to know and they seek to apply. Because many men, men, the way you are created, they don't like failing. They don't like to be burdened that they have failed. So when many of them fails, they go to isolation. They isolate themselves, and because some of them are wounded. On the process of failing, some of them are wounded. And because they cannot now control what is happening, some of them, they go into isolation. They are in their marriages, but they have isolated themselves. They're in their marriages, but they are unreachable. Their wives cannot reach them. Their children cannot reach them. So they are just kings who are in the hiding, and this is scaring many women. This is scaring the behavior of a man in a house. It's scaring even children, and they don't know on how to handle this man anymore. So I want just to tell men, when some things come and there are some you have been invaded in your mind, in your heart, and maybe even physically, just do what David did. David encouraged himself in the Lord. First of all, he consulted the Lord, he inquired from the Lord, and he understood from the Lord on how to do on how to go about a situation. So if all men can go back into the presence of God, where they are supposed to be, where they are supposed to dwell, God will teach them, God will encourage them, God will revive them, so that even whatever a woman will say, whatever a woman will speak to a man who is in the presence of God, he will be able to understand. And when it comes to women, it is also very important to know what kind of a person I am living with, because you may be living with a wounded man, and these wounded men, some of them, they are suffering from inferiority complex, others inferiority complex. So whatever you do, what any dimension that you take to reach out to this man, it will bring problem. If he's suffering from superiority complex, he will make sure he's eating you to feel you are a useless woman, good for nothing. Even if you have what, he will undermine you, he will intimidate you, because he feel that whatever you are trying to do, you want to threaten him. That's what he will interpret. Others who are suffering from inferiority complex, whatever you say, even if you are very innocent, they will misinterpret it, because somehow they are sick. So you should understand the state of your man. And
now, there's something else,
yes,
because it's also going to the women.
Yes.
The worst thing you can do to a man is to show him you don't need him.
Yeah.
And there are so many women also in marriage that have done that.
Yeah.
You have shown the man, I don't need you. And the language has been very clear to the man, I don't need you. And this woman spoke this boldly, I don't need you. After sometimes he came to feel, I needed this man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may not realize as soon as you have said it, because you may have financial ability.
Yeah, than even this man.
And you can pay your bills very comfortably. You can take your children to any school very comfortably and pay very comfortably. You don't need him to support you when it comes to finances. But what you need, you have failed to understand is this. You need him in laying the foundation of the children and even of your life.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
A stage comes when you realize again, I needed this man. Do you know, even it is worrying, even not even in Kenya, even in other nations. Let us take, for example, United States of America. A study that has come recently shows, reveals, that 85%, to be precise, of men in prison today, they have not been fathered. That is, they come from families where fathers have failed on their duties. Now, that is something you need to understand. Number two, out of the 85%, if that survey is true now, we know we are in a deep trouble. Out of 85%, 65%, when you take them and look at 65%, they were brought up by single mothers. In other words, once they divorced and they left the father, and the mother has the power to raise the son herself. What happened to this son as he grew? He did not have the foundation. The father is the source, and he is the foundation. So this man, if he can occupy his place, the best thing you can show him is that we need you as a father. Because you are the source, you are the seed. You carry seed, you can nurture this seed. Because a man is given ability to turn the seed that he carries into fruit or into a tree that bears fruits.
Amen.
And then you can enjoy that labor of the fruits. So there is a vacuum in marriage that cannot be filled by a single person. A single woman cannot fulfill it. A single man cannot fulfill it. That's why now we come in genuinely and we come to a big conclusion that we need each other. The man needs the woman and the woman needs the man. So it's wrong approach when now we feel we come to a level of saying, I don't need you. I can do without you. It's wrong when we come to the level of conclusion that male does not need the female, a female does not need the male. I can do. And to hell with you. I can do without you. You are not anything to my life. And this is the wrong thing that we have done. And it has affected generations a lot. And now we need to understand this. Female, make the man understand his importance. Don't make him understand how unworthy he is.
Yes.
Male, make the female understand her importance.
Yeah.
Don't make her feel how unworthy she is. And now we have used our times in marriage to degrade one another instead of building one another. A couple use time to show the other how unworthy you are. And every time you open up your mouth to speak, you are showing them useless. When you open your mouth to talk, the best ones that can come out of your mouth, good for nothing. And now this woman is hooded, grows, and she cannot give her best in a relationship. This man also cannot give his best in the relationship. So the two people who are together, that liberty is killed. Expression of love is not possible. And because this person feels unwanted. This one feels unworthy. So we have two people coming together every evening, and they are looking at each other, and the heart feels, I am unwanted. The other one feels, I am unworthy. This man does not see any worth of me. He does not see the value in me. He tells me he can do without me. And what has he done? He has proven it to me that he does not listen to my counsel. He does not follow my advice. He does not heed to anything I say. And all my services to him, they mean nothing. So I mean nothing to him. Because that is what he shows me. That's what he is saying. And now this man also feels, I am not needed by this woman. I feel unworthy. I feel she can do. And what is he looking for? He's looking for somebody who will appreciate him as the way he is. So when he goes out there, meets a lady, say, hey, so and so, you are a gentleman. Lucky is the woman who married you. And then he remembers the woman that is married to, does not see that. See, I wish these ones came out of my wife. There's some ones woman is told out there, and she said, I wish
my husband.
They came from my husband.
Yeah.
That means the most important person in my life does not see that way. And the man now is told something. He said, I wish it is my wife who said this. And now look at these two people in a marriage relationship. This marriage is not having the best. Nothing is coming out the way it ought to come. So that is why we say here, man, please, you are the leader. Take it. Begin now to show the woman, my dear, you are important. I love you. I value you. I listen to you. And you humble yourself and listen to her. Your wife will say, man, you're the most important person in my life. It doesn't matter what I have, you are too much. Look at what Elkanah was telling Anna.
More than
I am worthy
10.
10 sons. Can you prove to your wife that you are worthy 10 sons? Did Anna dispute that? No. Did Anna dispute that
No.
Elkanah is not worthy
10 times? No.
10 sons? No. She agreed. But she wanted to make him more complete and more happy. And she said, God, give me a son. If you give me a son, by him, he will be the most complete man. He will be very happy. Now, when we are talking about boundary and how far and limits that we're supposed to be, what is that which tries to fight your happiness? That's the question you need to ask. Shall we give it a chance to continue fighting our happiness, or we shall close it up? Maybe internal, even it's an habit that you have started yourself. Nobody is even aware of. Nobody is affecting, is coming to influence. It's something that's a behavior that's developed in you. And you feel now it is affecting that which you are supposed to celebrate. I like this. When I am officiating a wedding, I like charging a couple and tell them, remember this in life. Whatever you go through, you shall remain undivided. Whatever you go through, it doesn't matter what happens, you shall remain undivided. And you need to know your joy comes out of your mutual agreement. It is what we agree to work on that makes us happy. Is that we sit and say, we are going to do this. We want to do this today. We want to try this today. We want to do this today. And this is what makes us happy. And what makes us happy is that everyone feels is important and valid in a relationship.